welcome back to Seeking Banter. I am your host, Seeking. You can tell by my enthusiasm that I'm super happy. That being said, this is basically another Prelude episode because I don't really want to start the second season yet until I get a couple of things in order. So I'm gonna maybe do just some random miscellaneous things until I get everything kind of the way I want it for the third season, including face cameras, basically. So once I get everything kind of set up, then maybe we'll start the second season and we'll actually start talking about a lot more anime stuff. But one of the things that was suggested last time, which was how far particular characters would go in a different world, I guess. Like, let's just say you isekai basically some one character from one thing to another world. How well would they do? Not really a debate topic, but I thought it would be a good discussion. So that's what I'm going to be doing for this episode of A Prelude. Here to discuss this with me, I have Vindron
Hello.
and I have Flair.
Good to be back.
Ignore any bumping you might hear. I have very noisy neighbors. That being the case, I guess we'll go ahead and get somewhat started. Vindron, I think you said you had a couple of people, right? Um,
I had a general list. Yeah. I thought maybe we'd start maybe like small and local, and then
mhm.
kind of maybe progressively work our way up, per se.
All right.
Um, I was thinking someone like Geralt, Rivia from The Witcher. Like, I
Mm-hmm.
wonder how far he would get in like other verses, per se.
Right. Geralt of Rivia. Um, Geralt's strong in his world, right? For a Witcher, what's some like abilities and stuff like that that Witchers have?
Um, so he can't. Well, most Witchers have like particular schools. So him being Wolf, his style is more like medium armor. But there are other Witchers that do support either more light or heavy armor. But him specifically, focuses on medium armor, good adaptability, like all Witchers do, and all Witchers have a bit of magic that they can use. What the name of them? It's been a minute, but they're either for like crowd control, defense, offense, utility. It kind of varies, as well as their skill in it.
Mm-hmm.
Durability wise, mm, I wouldn't say they're slightly more durable than the average person given their training. I think just more they're used to it
Yeah.
than the average person. Um, they have enhanced senses, particularly hearing, sight, smell, stuff like that.
Right.
They have concoctions that are designed for them that help enhance them in particular ways. But too many of these enhancements can actually be toxic to a Witcher and can actually just straight up kill them,
Mm.
kind of like an overdose. So it's they're told to like take it in like steps, or like only when you really have to.
Yeah.
So
I think it is a really interesting question. Now, don't get me wrong. Can Geralt dance with a sword? Hell yeah, he can. But you know, when we see him in the games, he's kind of standing on the backs of giants because the main thing that causes Witchers to be successful is the fact that they have lore about every little detail of every creature they could possibly encounter, right? So
hmm
if you were to throw him into a different verse, he might have some trouble if he doesn't have the opportunity to get his prep done.
they're also adaptable as well, though. Even when
That is true.
even the like Witcher's like yes, they do have some prep they like to do, but as in the game that it's shown, like once again, most of my experience is from like game and like other lore, not particularly the books. Even
Yeah.
when they face something they haven't come across before, like a different subspecies of vampire, they're still pretty well adapted to it. So even though like they might like vampires in like The Witcher might be different than the vampires in like Blade or like kind of like Marvel or another genre, they still have a general idea of how they work and they can still adapt accordingly.
Right. So here's what I think we should do this. I think we should take them through the worlds of the big threes and see if they how far they would get. Basically, it's like a gauntlet, if you will.
Mm-hmm.
So you have the new generation of big three, which is not agreed upon, but well, that's actually another debate. We'll talk about that debate later. Um, the middle generation big three, the old generation big three, and then the legendary generation of big three. So the legendary generation would be like Yu Yu Hakusho, Dragon Ball Z, and Sailor Moon, right?
Mm-hmm.
Old generation would be Bleach, Naruto, One Piece. Middle would be Full Metal Alchemist, Hunter x Hunter, and Attack on Titan. And then the new would be uh, I'm drawing a blank here on the name. It's the guy with the giant sword, anti magic. Help me out here, Flair.
Oh, Black Clover.
Yeah, so thank you. Black Clover, My Hero Academia, and Demon Slayer. We'll start
Okay.
from the bottom because I think that like Demon Slayer, My Hero Academia, and stuff like that are probably the lower tier.
Okay.
Actually, I think I'll do it on perceived power level, but we'll still go through all the anime. So let's take Geralt, right? I
Yeah.
think that the weakest as far as power levels are concerned in this lineup is I'm probably gonna write this down too. That way we have a nice comprehensive list. Um, we'll start off with Full Metal Alchemist.
Hmm. Okay.
I don't think he clears. That's for sure. I
Oh
do
no.
think that there are certain aspects that he would thrive in, but I mean, put greed in front of that man, and
Okay. I think to be fair, a lot of the sins would clear a lot of people. To be
Now,
fair.
now hold on for a second. Now, greed. That's the general, right?
no, that's
No, that's
Wrath.
Wrath.
Greed is the guy who gets like the full body armor.
Oh.
Yeah. Ultimate defense, well, quote unquote ultimate defense.
Well, but here's the thing, though. I think that when it comes to physical defense, magic does a good job of getting through. And that's one thing that they don't necessarily have in Full Metal Alchemist is magic, right? They have alchemy,
Hmm.
but not quite magic like Geralt has. Geralt has magic. So,
Yeah. Flair. I think when it comes to some of the humongous, like particularly greed, I think Geralt could square up with him only because Witchers do have mental magic, and as we've seen because I've seen Brotherhood and the other one. I've seen both FMAs, and depending upon the degree that he goes across, if he uses his mental magic to kind of like stun him in place or disrupt his psyche, it could be enough for him to drop his defense and get a good like couple blows on him
I will
and slow him down as well.
I will go on record and say that we're only talking about Brotherhood. The reason being is because the original Full Metal Alchemist was basically made before the manga was finished, and so they kind of just bullshit the ending, which
Right.
is why it was not very well received. But then Brotherhood was made after it was completed, and so it's actually like the whole comprehensive story as the writer wanted it to be. And so we're
Right.
only going to really go at Brotherhood.
Honestly,
I do
it's
tend
been
to agree with you that Geralt could do that given the circumstances, but I think we have to lay some ground rules as to how this happens, right? Because would Geralt be able to get close enough to learn that greed cares about his subordinates
it's not
before
about that.
hands get thrown?
I mean I don't think that's relevant because Garrett's ability to affect people mentally is like a one-on. Actually, he can affect multiple people and in different ways. So he doesn't have to learn stuff about you. It's just more of he could attack your psyche to open you up to attacks. Then even if like, because I think Greed is faster than Geralt, But Geralt does have magic that can slow people down as well, especially in particular areas. He could just place glyphs in an area where he wants to square up, and once they step inside that radius, they're slowed, but he is not. And he has his own defensive magic as well. Yes. And the thing is, in the games, like obviously you have to upgrade them as you go along, but if you look at like the upper tiers of these abilities, it's pretty significant. The point to where even like his defensive magic can hurt people. Just them attacking it can hurt them. So that's something to keep in mind.
Yeah, I'm trying to fix my mic. Sorry.
Also, when it comes to Brotherhood and I guess the original whatever one it is, I watched those a while ago. So like my distinction between the two is very like minimal. So if there's something I'm wrong about, please of course correct me or inform me.
I personally think that I'm sorry, can you give me like 1 second?
Yeah.
Everybody, I apologize. Give me 1 second. Sorry about that. I was having some technical difficulties in regards to some feedback issues. Again, I might have to get new headphones. But here's the thing. I actually think that Geralt could clear that world. There's I don't see a reason why he wouldn't necessarily be able to. I think he has the expertise. I think he has the strength, the ability. With enough, prep time, I actually think he could possibly clear that world. Because, you have to think about it. Edward was able to do it, and as cool and great as
I'm sorry. That's
I'm sorry to say it, but if Edward can
you're not
do it,
wrong.
I don't think that The Witcher would have a fucking hard problem doing it.
See, here's the thing, right? Edward did it because he was the main character of the show. That's my opinion on the matter. I don't think that there was anything outstandingly well written about the way in which he went about those things. He just happened to always be right place, right time.
So you're saying
if
plot?
I'm thinking about like the deity at the end from episodes like 72 to 74 in Brotherhood or something, like I'm taking that level of strength seriously, aside from the idea of, oh, hey, guy with the door, you can take what you want from me. Just let me beat this guy, Because he was an actual threat.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, but didn't at the end of it he just threw hands? Did he just whoop his ass physically? Oh guys, I have 2 hands. Bam, bam, bam. And it's Geralt has 2 hands. And Geralt is much physically stronger, more physically capable, more weapon ready. I think that if you were to put him in that world, I don't think there's anybody that he would struggle a great deal with. I think he would have a hard time towards the end, when it came with the
homunculus.
Yeah, with the homunculi.
Yeah.
But
I mean,
even then, I think he would find a way to get past.
I mean, you make a persuasive argument. If I'm looking at the characters and their abilities individually, I still think that he'd have more than a little bit of trouble. But when you put it like that, man,
Now, I have a
when you sit
question
here
for
and
you.
tell me that this like what 14-year-old did it by himself, I can't argue with you.
Yeah. I mean, I think it depends. Like once again, if he had prep time, he would. I think he would clear pretty quickly.
Hmm.
But if he was like dropped in, I think he would. I won't say he would struggle. I think he would gauge his enemies like he normally would. Like he's like, oh, never come across this. I'll gauge what they can do, and then just form a strategy from there and just move on.
Here's the thing. I'm gonna
And I'm
let
not disagreeing with you,
no.
Seeking though.
Yeah, no, hold on. I'm gonna be very generous towards the people who are going through the gauntlet. Meaning, because they're already at a disadvantage, they're going into a different world where other people already have their crap prepared. So whoever we take to go through these gauntlets are in peak physical and preparatory condition.
Oh, Gyarados Max.
That's what I'm saying. You see what I'm saying? So it's like I'm not gonna be like, oh, he dropped in butt naked and he had to figure it out. Like no, like he was ready. Like he was told beforehand. He prepped everything, and then we dropped him in that world.
Prep time, Gyarados Max. I'm sorry, especially with the Homunculus. I think he would smack.
I agree. So, and that's the thing. We have like 9 other worlds to go through. Like obviously, there's going to be a level where we stop, right? Because if he
Yeah.
let's be realistic. He's not making it to Dragon
Grand
Ball
Blue
Z,
Line.
right? You
Not
know,
making the where?
he's not making it to Dragon Ball Z, right?
No,
So it's
no.
like we have to just find a good stopping place. So Full Metal Alchemist is the lowest in my opinion, and then next would be Demon Slayer.
I haven't seen Demon Slayer, so
Does he
um,
get a Nichiren sword? Because if he does, then yeah, he wrecks that shit.
I was like, why not just take it, right? He can beat up he can beat up the humans, and so he can just get their sword and use it. He's giving hands to all the regular people, so
hmm.
if that's the case, next would technically be. Let me see here. This is going to be a debate in of itself. I don't know if this is the right call. As far as like which worlds are stronger and weaker. Um,
Let's go. Let's run Attack on Titan
Attack
because
on
I don't
Titan
like.
technically because the people aren't particularly strong or powerful or anything like that, but the Titans are like kaiju. You know what I mean? So it's Attack on
I
Titan technically.
once again, if he has prep time, I think he's fine because he would know what the others know.
Well, I'm gonna be honest. I think he wipes that verse like without even trying. Really, it's kind of a match made in heaven for a guy like Geralt.
Nah, here's the thing. How is he beating Aaron?
I don't know
Oh,
what
we're
that is.
talking like the founder.
Mm-hmm.
He's just letting him do his thing, bro. He'll come back around.
Because it's like I know you probably haven't seen Attack on Titan, Vindron,
I have not.
but
I've played the games, but like I don't hold those as much weight.
there's games.
Yeah, there's like 2 or 3 games for Attack on Titan.
Oh, I didn't know that. That sounds kind of cool.
It's
Um,
fun.
I can imagine, right? Swinging around like Spider Man.
Yeah, snipers. But anyways, yes, like
But
my knowledge is like minimum of the game, and I didn't even beat the game. So like,
that's fine. So that's the thing. I think that if we were going based off of regular thing, I think he can get past most things, right? Like I think that if he could beat up the regular people. If he learned how to actually use the equipment, I think he would be unstoppable in that world. My only issue is you really wouldn't be able to get past Aaron, but I'm not gonna like say he doesn't clear because well then again I think special conditions have to be
um,
met and everything.
for
So
for me in the audience, I don't know, particularly just me. Who's
I'll,
Aaron exactly?
the main character.
Like, can you like who the main character?
Yeah, the main character.
But like, what about them makes them like? Yeah, like once again, I don't know anything about Attack on Titan.
In his regular Titan form, which is his main, like the main one you've probably seen on a poster or something, um,
Maybe.
he's beatable. You know what I mean? But later on in the anime, he gets kind of like the founder of Titan's form, which is as big or if not bigger than Godzilla. It's like
Oh,
if Godzilla laid down 3 times in a row. That's how long he is. And then as far as height is concerned, let me say it like this: there's no equipment you're going to use to even be able to get to this dude. You'd have to climb him like Shadow of the Colossus. Like, like he's much bigger than those things. Like it's insane.
goddamn. Okay, so just because of size alone, that's just not happening.
Yeah, just size alone, and like I don't even know if it's defeatable. That's the thing. I haven't finished it, so I don't know.
Yeah.
But I'll go ahead and say he clears that one because on a regular day, he's not fighting founders. So
Well,
I'll
well,
give him
that
that
and
one.
like that. Keep in mind, like that's just his physical prowess and abilities. I don't think we're considering. Well, I mean, maybe we are considering like his ability to use different like kinds of magic to support himself, to prevent him from getting hurt or to slow people down, stuff like that. He can light people on fire because he can do that.
Yeah. Let's go ahead and I'll give him Attack on Titan only because like it's kind of odd. Um, after Attack on,
It'd be weird if he could.
hmm?
Sorry, go ahead.
There you go.
And I was gonna say it'd be weird if he could clear FMA but not Attack on Titan.
No, it's not the same
No,
thing.
they're different.
They're very different.
Oh,
They're vastly different. I think that if you
oh,
put people from Full Metal Alchemist into Attack on Titan, they would all die.
really?
Yes.
Quickly.
Damn.
Yeah.
Damn. Is
It's-
that big of a holy shit?
yeah.
Now we need to go watch this.
Yeah. It's yeah, you do because it's not even
Like,
close.
oh god damn.
like
That's terrifying.
it's a big step.
Holy shit. Okay.
um. Next, now here's the thing. I guess I would have to go Hunter x Hunter.
I don't think he's getting past that. Like I know like my knowledge of Hunter x Hunter is very little, but from the stuff I've heard from it, it's like there's dudes in there. It's like you're not getting past that.
You're right. I think he would
Like
struggle a great deal because everything that Geralt can do, they can do better.
anything you can do, I can do it. Oh yeah.
Basically, it's
Oh
like
shit.
it's like next level crap. You know what I mean?
Well, also like I'm also considering like the blitzing factor of yes, Witchers have really good senses and like reaction speed, but the crap I've seen in Hunter x Hunter, it's like he's not keeping up with that. They would stand in his like they would let him slow them down. They would still blitz him.
Yeah.
I'm
Like
trying
it's
to
not
think
even
of how far he would get specifically, though. Like, if you were to
I
replace
don't know.
Gon with Geralt, right?
Hmm.
And in the anime, like, at what point would he go, all right, that's all I got?
I don't think he would get past when he went to Killua's house. I think
Yeah, I'd say that's fair.
yeah, because Killua's family is like top tier people. Like they're like when I tell you these people are top tier assassins, they could probably kill some people in these other worlds like with relative ease. And so it's like they're fairly top tier. I was struggling between Hunter x Hunter and Naruto because I actually think a lot of the people from Hunter x Hunter could get really far in Naruto and possibly One Piece too. Um, it won't even be hard.
I don't disagree with that just because, like, once you start getting into this territory, all of the abilities are so specific that they would just hard counter, certain guys.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
So Yeah. So yeah, no, I think that's where he stops at Hunter x Hunter. So
All right.
what's some other characters you have? That's the farthest he gets. He made it to the fourth world.
Okay. So there's Geralt. I think my next one on the list I had, hmm, it's between Cassandra and Raiden from Raiden from Metal Gear Solid Revengeance.
Who's Cassandra?
The main character from, well, or Alexios, depending upon who you chose. Assassin's Creed Odyssey.
I'm unfamiliar with both of these people.
I'm gonna go ahead and tell you right now. There's nobody, and I mean nobody, in Assassin's Creed anything that's getting past the first world.
Listen, these are my low tiers.
No,
My
that's
first
fine.
five were like were like up there. So
I don't give a crap if it was Ezio combined with
no,
the
it's
freaking
not
first
in
guy.
there.
Like they're not getting. It could be all of the main characters combined effort, and I don't think they're getting past Full Metal Alchemist. Like, like they could all go together, and I think they'd lose.
Can someone block that one person? Separates whatever it is.
You know, viewers,
Yeah,
streamboo.com.
ahead,
Yeah, gotta give
go
him
ahead and
a ban
nip
hammer.
that in the butt. No,
We
we
don't
don't
do
support that
free
stuff.
advertisements on here, buddy. It's time for the ban hammer. Banned. I think I'm gonna end up having more people banned than I have followers.
It will change in time.
Here's hoping. But yeah, so let's go ahead and skip anybody from Assassin's Creed because that's not happening. Um, Raiden from Metal Gear Solid.
Yes, Revengeance. When he got his, after, like when he got his upgrade.
Right. Okay, Raiden's definitely clearing Full Metal Alchemist.
Damn. You're right. Yes,
Yeah.
but he just gave it to him. He
Yes,
has it.
because I've. Do you remember that? Remember when we first started our YouTube channel together, like a long time
Yeah,
ago, and that
I
one
remember.
fight scene,
Which one?
that one that we put in our montage, where they were like just clashing back and forth, with insane speed and accuracy.
Yeah. I mean, to be fair, there's a few fights like that. So,
Yeah,
but
well,
I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying.
yeah. So it's like,
Like, like Raiden's reflexes alone in speed, they literally wouldn't see him coming. This man literally ran on missiles
yeah, they
and
would
like
just fall
he
apart.
traversed missiles in the air.
Yeah. So I'm gonna. Here's what I'm actually gonna do. I think he would get past Full Metal Alchemist. I think he would get past Demon Slayer. I think he would get past Attack on Titan. So let's go ahead and get to Hunter x Hunter.
Damn.
Because I've seen
Like
this
to me,
dude's level of ability. It's ridiculous.
yeah. And when Attack on Titan is he's clapping because the first thing you fight pre-upgrade is a Metal Gear, which is a type of war machine. Literally, it's a building size. Like it's minimum 3 stories.
That's
It
insane.
has there. This is a weapon of mass destruction. It's a walking weapon of mass destruction. You pick it up and you throw it.
I actually don't even believe he would need the gear necessary to climb them. Like all that wiry. I think he would run up
You would
them
run up it.
and decapitate them. Like that's it. Like with his own weapons, just whack, and then they just be.
Honestly, I don't think he would. I don't think he would run up them. I think he would literally cut their limbs until they were his height. Like he would just sit there and chop them like you would chop like bamboo or just like small twigs with a
Yeah,
katana. Just
basically, like it would be
you'll
light.
get down to my size, I promise you.
Yeah, light work. So
And the
let's.
thing is, that's Raiden with just his sword. He still has bigger weapons, and I didn't account for his Ripper mode when he becomes Jack the Ripper.
Right. We're going to stop right there, and we're going to talk about him surviving in the world. When he gets problems, then you can introduce those things.
Okay.
So, Hunter x Hunter. Now, I think he clears most of Hunter x Hunter. I think where he would actually start to get some problems is when he starts to get towards higher leveled beings like even then no, because they're strong as hell too. Um, for example, like the king of the ant people. I think he would struggle. The king of the ant people. Have you seen Hunter x Hunter?
Me?
I have.
Yes, you, Vindron. Flair too.
I
Obviously,
have
he
not.
answered. The king of the ant people is basically Frieza.
Oh. Oh.
he's
Yeah. No.
he's
No.
actually, I think he's heavily based off of Cell and Frieza. Like like
That dude? No. No. He would not.
yeah, and so it's like he's
No.
insanely powerful. He's insanely strong. He's insanely durable. He's freakishly fast, and so it's quite the hurdle.
That's a big. Yeah. That's a.
And so I think that that's where maybe he would stop. Like, and it's kind of hard to compare them because I don't know a whole lot about Raiden, but
Mhm.
you don't know anything about Hunter x Hunter either. And so I'm going based off of just what I've seen so far. I don't know anything about this Jack the Ripper mode you're talking about.
Um. If I mean, Jack the Ripper mode is just because basically throughout the story he's kind of been handicapping himself even with his upgraded body
Mm-hmm.
because he didn't want to turn back into his child warfare self, where he was just like indiscriminately killing people, and he enjoyed the thrill of pain and fighting. And then, like when he started fighting harder and harder people, um, it kind of like Sam kind of like snapped him out of it a little bit. He's like, "No, you need to like just give in to yourself." He's like, "Fine, fuck it, for you guys, I will." And like he just ate ass. It got to the point where like um Sea King, remember when I don't know if you remember like during like some gameplay, like there's a scene like when you get Jack Trooper mode, when you turn it on, you can just cut through shit that you normally don't like cut through.
Mm-hmm.
That's just him. Like that's what he normally does now. Like
Mm-hmm.
normally he would like focus and like cut through something. And Jack Trooper mode is just straight up. I'm not holding back my strength anymore. He just clears through things. Like he cuts through bodies like a warm katana through soft butter.
Jesus. Yeah,
That
that's a,
that they're like like the Metal Gears. He could do that normally in his Ripper mode. He doesn't have to he doesn't have to exert himself. He just does it. He's not holding back anymore.
that's fair. But
But if
it
that guy is like Cell, which you've been compared to, he's not getting past him.
yeah, he's like Cell light.
That's still powerful.
Yeah, he's freakishly powerful. That's the thing. And so, and what Frogirl said, his name is Meruem, and he's the Chimera Ant King, and he's next level. The only reason he died was because he did it to himself.
Excuse me.
Yeah, nobody beat him.
Oh,
He was well on
oh.
track of basically ruling the world if it wasn't for the fact that he basically did it to himself.
Well, that's just some tomfuckery.
Yeah, so I don't like as much as Raiden is dope. I don't think he's
Not
really
that
beating
dope.
him.
Fair.
So that's where he also ends at Hunter x Hunter.
I could
How
step
much
up a
do you
notch.
guys know about Tekken?
Quite a bit.
Nah.
Jin Kazama?
Jin Kazama, son of Kazuya Mishima.
That fucker. Mm.
Now let's go through it because I like Jin quite a bit. I think that Jin definitely clears Full Metal Alchemist,
No question.
especially with his devil powers. Demon Slayer's a wash. I don't know. Like I want you to understand that I put Demon Slayer and Full Metal Alchemist fairly close to each other, as far as just like overall power. because they're just not good. But not when I say not good, I don't mean they're not good anime. Full Metal Alchemist is obviously a masterpiece, but Demon Slayer on the
Agree.
other hand, you know. Anyway, we'll talk about that in the tier list episode. but but as far as like just overall power, they're not too far from each other. Where it starts to kind of get a jump is in Attack on Titan. Um, I actually think that with his devil powers, he could clear Attack on Titan fairly easily. The biggest thing being that he can fly,
Right.
and he has
I mean,
lasers.
yeah.
So it's like,
Yeah.
so if you can fly and shoot lasers, what is a Titan to you, really? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
You can just always keep them at range and just whittle them down, and that's it.
yeah. Now Hunter x Hunter again. You get to people who are on your level when you're Jin Kazama. You have people who are masters of martial arts. They have powers. They can shoot beams and lasers and things of that nature. And so, man, is Hunter x Hunter like the big stopgap for people?
I
I feel like it
mean,
might be.
I don't know.
No, because
Listen, I still got people on my list that would stomp them. So like, I'm not.
hey, we'll get there. So, Jin Kazama, does he make it past Hunter x Hunter?
It's
Question.
definitely closer than anything we've mentioned so far.
Yeah, I think that. Well, go ahead.
The Ant King. You said he's basically like, of course, Cell Light, correct?
Right. Very
Like,
diet.
if you had if what's up?
That's a very diet, like zero sugar.
Okay, like if you had to give a percentage of how close to Cell he would be, like what would it be?
25%.
25%. Okay, that's reasonable. Okay. Would you say that the Ant King is FTL?
I'm not good with acronyms.
Faster than light or relative to light speed?
No.
Okay then.
Like they're fast.
How about durability?
He has great durability. He basically like could survive a nuclear bomb.
Okay. I'm only asking just to get a good like frame of reference. Because like once again,
this thing they're not
Cell F
freakishly fast. They're fast. Don't get me wrong. They are not quite light speed, but I would definitely say they're definitely
hypersonic.
Yeah, hypersonic. They're definitely faster than the speed of sound.
I mean, okay. Is Jin hypersonic?
No. That's why I think Jin probably stops at the same place Raiden did.
Well, Raiden's hypersonic.
It wouldn't matter.
Yeah, I mean, fair. Yeah. Once again, I don't know them. I don't know them that much, so like that's why I'm kind of like trying to get a gauge of where they're standing.
Yeah.
You know.
I understand, but yeah, no, Jin's not making it. Like if Raiden couldn't make it, and granted, I think that when it comes to martial prowess and overall ability, I think martial prowess and physical ability, Raiden kind of beats him, but then you have his demonic power and energy and shit like that, which kind of gives him a little bit of an edge. And so, even with that edge, he's gonna get his wings torn off and killed. so it's like he's not quite there.
Okay.
Who's next on your gauntlet?
I think I should bump it up a bit. Let me see. I'm split between Delsin Rowe and let me see. Like people from Devil May Cry, like Dante, Virgil, and Nero.
Right. Okay. Couple things. Who's Delsin Rowe?
The second son, Infamous.
Do you know who that is, Flair?
I do, yeah.
Okay, then you guys can have that conversation because I've never played Infamous.
Okay, that's fine.
I mean, we're talking full power, right? So he has
full
tech,
power.
he has smoke.
Full power. And the
Yeah,
thing
I
is,
think
keep in
that
mind, Second Son is the prelude to the Infamous series. By the way, this is before Cole.
it's
I don't know if you
after,
know that
isn't
or
it?
not.
Because
No,
he meets Zeke in the DLC.
Infamous Second Son comes before Cole. Now,
Oh, shot. I always thought it was a sequel to the evil ending or the good ending, Cole McGrath.
I'll check myself, but I believe Second Son came first. But what do you think
Because
though? Like,
in the Paper Trail DLC, he talks to Zeke over the intercom, and they mention Cole. I'm pretty sure, but nonetheless, I think that he gets through Demon Slayer and Full Metal for sure. Um, just considering his ridiculous level. I mean, this dude can jump 3,000 feet in the air and then nuke everything around him.
I think him jumping is just getting altitude so he can nuke more.
Yeah, exactly. Uh,
That he
given
can just
his prowess
warp
for
reality.
height,
Hello?
he. Hello?
From what I
Hello?
understand, timeline wise, Infamous Second Son is after the first two Infamous games.
Okay then. So
Specifically,
okay.
7 years following the conclusion of Infamous 2.
Okay. Okay.
Canonically, the
Okay.
good ending. It serves as a sequel in the franchise following a new
Thank you.
protagonist, Delson Rowe.
Yeah, I
So, that
wasn't too
being
sure.
said, I'm curious as to your thoughts on. So, you said you hadn't seen Attack on Titan. In order to kill a Titan, you have to cut the nape of its neck, right? And they're big dudes, so you got to get
Mm-hmm.
up there, which we've established wouldn't be a problem for Delson. But he
Mm-hmm.
doesn't really have anything to cut, does he?
I mean, he can create. I mean, he can create objects from digital.
Right.
Granted, it would be limited. I'll give you that. But couldn't he
This
just burn his way through?
this is the
Or
thing about that, though, right? As far as the digital goes, because I know that his digital has like a melee thing. He would need a source of video in order to
you say
transform
water?
into that,
You say he water
and
wouldn't.
he would. And Attack on Titan, it's like an early 19th century thing.
Yeah,
So
even without video, I think he would still be fine because he still has smoke. He still has concrete. He still has light, which he does use, or neon, but it's basically light.
okay, you know what? You make a good point. He does have concrete, and I think that that would be enough to swing it in his favor. So we'll say for the most part,
And
he
keep in
he
mind,
gets
he
Attack
can
on
make his
Titan.
yeah. He well, and also he can make his body like I don't know if he would act like because that's the thing when it comes to like the games. Obviously, like you need a particular material to turn into it. But I don't know if that's because that's how his powers work, or is that a mechanic in the game? That I don't know.
I'm assuming for all intents and purposes that it's canon, just because we don't ever see it any other way, right? Like there isn't a cutscene where he just goes all out and uses them all at once.
Yeah, but once again, I don't know if that's just because of plot though. Because like once again, because if he could go, I think of it kind of like with like Ben 10. There's Ben 10 before he mastered All Matrix, and he had to like choose, and there was like time in between. Versus he's experienced with his powers, and you just go from alien to alien. I don't know if his powers are like that or not. Where it's like at first he's like learning to channel them, so he needs that element to be there. Versus he's mastered them, and so now he can just use them at will. Does that make sense?
Yeah, you do bring up a good point because the only arguments in favor of my stance are the fact that he is going around and absorbing the relay cores to get stronger so that he can fight what's her face. Um,
Yeah.
but either
Once again,
way, I mean, I do think he gets past Attack on Titan, but
yeah.
then we get to Hunter, and
Now my
he
question is,
basically.
like if he like because Delson's ability is to absorb powers. Would that be transferable across verses? So if he touched someone else, would he get their abilities?
All right,
That's
let me get my wooden pipe out and open a book to read to you real quick. So, in the lore of Infamous, right, conduits come from uh a device called a ray sphere. And the ray sphere was created by what's his name? Kelson? Not Kelson. Whatever his name is, the future version of the alternate timeline of Colt McGrath. And it was created to harness the dormant gene that allows conduits to exist. Uh, that being said, Delson can gain powers specifically because his ability allows him to harness the genetic factor of other conduits around him. So he's not a power siphon, but rather a genetic recombiner, which leads me to
Ooh.
believe that uh he wouldn't be able to like copy Nen from Hunter or like Jutsu from Naruto because those are learned things, right? Those are
Hmm.
expressions of character rather than genetic coding.
Okay, that makes sense. So if he were to, like, for example, go across the X-Men, he could get their abilities, but against those others, he couldn't.
Yeah,
So it has to
that's
be
an
pure
interesting
genetic.
point actually. He definitely would be able to be out here like Rogue if he were in the X-Men verse.
It'd be better, but yeah. No, we can talk about Rogue later, but yeah, I mean, okay then. So he wouldn't be able to take their abilities because it's not genetic. So then, I mean, but would he be able, like, even though he might not be able to take their abilities, their physical characteristics, such as like their durability and their strength, would he be able to not siphon it, but like replicate it for his own body to make him as durable and strong?
I mean, don't get me wrong, you make a great point. It would be really interesting to see him in the Hunterverse in particular, just because it's such like a cerebral type of power system, and Delson is capable of expressing his powers in many different ways. Um, I would even say that with mastery, he'd be able to do things that we haven't seen him do in the game
Oh
with
yeah.
his specific abilities. So he would have a lot of hard counter potential, but then you get to Chimera and Arc, which that's
It's
something that you've heard a couple times before during this gauntlet.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean, is if I mean, is because guys, Chimera, is he actually like a chimera? Like I know this sounds like a stupid question, but like, was he actually created, or like how, like, what's his like origin? Like,
They the ants are technically chimera. They're chimera in almost the truest sense because they're naturally occurring.
hmm
But basically, what the ants do is that they take on the characteristics, like the strongest characteristics of things that they eat. And
oh
so it started off as regular ants, not regular ants, but like strong ants. And as
yeah,
they ate beings that were very strong, they took the best
they
parts of those creatures. And in the next generation of ants, it was okay, now we have these superpowered beings that were basically heavily based off of the things that we ate. And then third generation, I think, was when Medu came, which was like, like he's basically like an ant god.
I mean, if that's the case, then I don't see why Dowsing wouldn't be able to replicate it because it is genetics.
Uh-oh. I think you're making a good point right now.
Because like that's why, because like no, that's why that's why I asked, what is he like, what is chimera? I mean, it sounds like a stupid question, but if they are evolving, their genetics are changing, and therefore he, like we agreed upon prior, we talked about, if he's taking genetic traits from people, he could just take that ability as well. But instead of having to go through the same digestion period and like that ant would, he would just have it.
Okay, here's the most important question, and I think this decides whether or not he's able to clear Hunter, which is a surprise to me. I didn't consider it this way. Does he go through the debuffed period once he takes that power? Does he
I
have a
don't
bunch of
know. Like
nothing that he needs to get used to?
I don't know because once again we only have the game as far as like Delson to go based off of. if we're sticking to the game, he would have a debuff. But if we're taking like Delson at his peak, I have no idea. Like maybe I think it's because his body was also getting used to like new abilities. But if you saw him like when you see him go through the game, the more abilities he gets, like the easier it's for him to deal with it.
Right.
And like even with like concrete, even though he didn't have a full mastery of it, it's not like when he took it from that one chick, he didn't really like he really wasn't as phased as he was in the beginning of the game. I think
He
that like
did
once
get
this
that
this
in like a matter of minutes.
we got what concrete?
Yeah. Yeah, he
Yeah,
was able to master it in minutes.
yeah. Is I like this is my headcanon. Like I'm like I don't know for sure. I think it's more plot that he gets debuffed when he's absorbing new powers, only through the logic of his body's never done this before. You know, but as he gets used to it, it's like, oh, okay, I'm just gonna take these powers and I'm just gonna go from there with it.
Okay,
That's why I
now
said if
this
he's at,
being said, right? Let's say he makes it through the Chimera arc. Uh, I think he gets clapped by Prime Killua still. I'm not gonna lie.
I don't know what it is.
He's like the Flash. To put it in a way that I believe you might understand.
He's just fast. Like explain, like just explain it to me. Like I'm an idiot.
Okay, so Killua, he forced his Nen, which is like the raw manifestation of your power, right?
Mm-hmm.
To take a specific shape by tasing himself over and over again. Uh, and he used that to basically embody uh, electric ability, and he got the power Godspeed. Um, so yes, really fast, but he has a couple other things like durability negation and electricity manipulation, so he can, you know,
Manipulate electricity. Okay. I
right.
mean, weird question. Does Hunter x Hunter? This is gonna sound weird. Does Hunter x Hunter have modern day technology? Not our modern day, but like general modern day utilities, like such as like mic.
Yeah,
So would video be on the table?
yeah. There's an arc where they go into a video game.
So he would have video. With video, I don't know. I mean, I don't want to get. I don't know this Godspeed ability. I don't know this individual's feats. But with video, he can warp reality in a localized area.
Hey guys,
Yes.
Boy,
I need y'all to wrap it up and make a decision because we have other people.
I'm sorry. You're right. Okay, okay. I mean, that's not for. I mean, that kind of that call's not for me to make. Where how far he would get because I don't know this individual. I would leave that up to Flair, honestly.
All right, Flair. Does he make it past Meru M and the what is it, the Voldic or Goldic? What's Killua's last name?
Yeah, Goldick.
Yeah, does he make it past Meru M and the Goldic family?
Now, listen, I've already been proven wrong once when talking about this, and the fact that he definitely does get past Medoem, but I don't think he gets past Goldick.
That's very true.
Now, I'm welcome to be stopped on the street and told, "Hey, you're wrong," but
Okay.
Okay.
We'll go ahead and say that he. Well, what's the chances? Do you think if it's 50%, then I'll actually pass it, just so we can kind of get further on the list, maybe. But if you feel like it's like lower than 50% chance he makes it past the Goldick family, then we'll go to the next guy.
I'd give him 50 at the least. He does have a lot going for him.
All right. Since he's made it past Hunter x Hunter, if we have finally the first person to make it past Hunter x Hunter, I'm going to say one thing first before we continue. Fro Girl, I'm not going to count him. The person you
Wait, who?
suggested. Yogiri Takatuo is from an anime basically about a guy who has instant death powers. And he can kill
So like
anything
Agni.
and everything just by saying die. Anything. It doesn't matter what it is.
Why would you include that?
It's like,
That's like one above all.
that's like
Why?
because this thing, like the reason why I'm not gonna count him is because it's
No,
not
I
even
agree.
really fair per se, right? Because that's like what Vindron just said. That's like me putting one above all
The
or
presence,
the presence,
tribunal,
the tribune, like
and like
beings
they'll
that
like.
yeah,
Go ahead.
but here's the thing. First thing first, the anime is not finished. The manga is not finished. I don't know what he is. He doesn't really know what he is. And so it's like you could basically be saying, "Oh, hey, who do you think would win if God showed up?" And it's like, well, no shit, right? So it's like, until I get a grasp of what this dude is, I'm not really gonna run him through a gauntlet where he could basically be God. This dude is supposed to be the physical embodiment of the end. That's why he can kill gods, he can kill immortals, he can kill transcendent beings just by saying die. In Ragnarok, are they testing the theory? What do you mean?
So basically, they're just wanting to see how far death can get. Okay.
That's what I'm saying. So it's like you have
Like,
the god of death. Can he make it past the gauntlet? Yeah.
yes. like,
Like
really? Why would
it's
you?
this thing. It's not even really a discussion. If you told me, hey,
Like,
do you think God would make it? What would I say? Well, God.
I don't know,
Can
man. It
he could
depends upon he could do it. Maybe. Did he wake up and walk side of bed? Well, I don't know.
That's what I'm saying. Like, did he? He could definitely climb Titans. You know what I mean? It's not even really a
I don't
conversation.
know, man. I mean, to be fair, he did make Greed. I don't know why he couldn't do that. Beat Greed. He
That's what I'm
made
saying.
him.
So it's
Like,
like it's not really even really a
what?
discussion. So it's
I'm
like
sorry. That's just so.
let's try to keep it like the whole point of the gauntlet is to take more realistic characters and run them through the gauntlet. Not
Yeah, that's why I'm not starting high. Like, hey, let's start with Sentry. Like, no, we're gonna work our way up first.
yeah, like well no, because I
Like,
told people in the chat they can make suggestions. So I'm not coming down on her for
no,
making a suggestion. I'm just saying let's kind of keep it realistic. You know what I mean? For example,
yeah,
you had don't you like Beaufry? You could have said Beaufry and we would have ran her through the gauntlet, her ultimate defense. I don't think it would get her incredibly far in regards to attack because she doesn't have great attack. We could have did Beaufry. I know you like that one. Um, I'd have to think of some
yeah,
other ones that you like. But
yeah. I get, like, once again, of course, comments and suggestions of individuals are always welcomed, but keep it reasonable.
yeah,
Like,
like
that's I'm sorry, that's ridiculous.
how far do you
Like,
think Jesus Christ in his celestial form could get?
I don't know. Ask the Father and Holy Spirit, see what they say. Like, what the fuck?
I'm not sure if you said I pill, I pull.
Anyways, but
Yeah.
anyways, next step.
Oh yeah. Next step would be My Hero Academia.
Okay,
He's absorbing all
so
their powers. If I'm wrong, let me know. But
no, you're
it
right.
seems like their
You're right about
abilities
that.
are genetic, and as we discussed prior with the X-Men, if it's genetic, he's yoinking that shit,
There
and
is
he's yoinking all that.
there is a caveat though, which is he would still have to beat Deku because that is a genetic power that is stated to only be able to be passed on if the person is willing. So you'd have to beat one for all.
Hmm. Now I don't know. Like I've seen a bit of not Attack. I mean My Hero. I've seen a bit of it, but like I don't know some of the abilities in there, like as well as you all may.
Yeah,
But like
he's
I
not
feel like,
like he's not gonna he's not gonna beat him.
well, what if just hypothetically he went around absorbing others' powers? Could he get? Would it be possible for him to get to a similar level of Deku?
Let me ask you a question.
What?
Is his ability stealable?
Question.
Yes.
Because what if One for All took his shit?
That's a good question.
Because One for All
'Cause-
also has that ability. And
Okay.
that's why he has thousands of powers. So the question is, could he be a version of himself that has vastly more abilities?
And is also
Now, is-
like hundreds of years old. I don't think so.
I don't know. Like, I'm not like I've no skin in the game. I have no clue. That would be interesting to see.
Also, real fast, a raspberry sound, common spellings is THBBPT. You could do
What?
PTHHHHT or just PBBBT. But PLLLL is not a
What are you talking
common
about?
spelling for a raspberry sound.
I think I've heard some hype men on rap songs make that noise.
Yeah, pretty much, yeah. I can't find one that's PLLLL. But
I'm
just
sorry, you lost me about that. Okay.
don't worry about it. It's just something that Fro Girl wrote in the
Something
chat.
stupid.
I won't say all that now. I'm not going to insult my viewers.
I will. I must
Be kind to my viewers, sir. No,
I will.
anywho.
All right, who's up next?
Hmm. Well, I mean, we've been going through my list. Like, I'm curious. Like, you guys, I'm sure you guys have people. Because like my next one, like, well, I have like the Monster Hunter character, but like I don't think they're getting very far.
Right.
Like they're just not. My next ones are basically like Dante and Virgil, or Dante or Virgil from Devil May Cry.
Mm-hmm.
Alex Mercer, Hulk, Eisen, Krillin, and Doom.
Right. You didn't have to reveal your whole list. I think it would have been cooler to reveal them in time, but that's fine. Everybody that I can think of are kind of just regular people, or they're a part of the gauntlet, right? I'm not going to be like, hey, do you think Luffy could make it past the... Like, Luffy's a part of the gauntlet, so I'm not going to be
Yeah.
like, Luffy, you know what I mean? One popular one that people thought would be interesting is Thorfinn. But the thing about Thorfinn is that he's just a regular person, so he's not really going to make it far past anything, really. I'd have to think about like actually powerful characters. So let's go with a fan favorite then, shall we? How far do you think Gojo is going to make it past in this list? If you don't,
Okay, now I have a couple. I have a couple things, a couple caveats, right?
Mhm.
I'm anime only, so I don't know as much as
Same.
others might. I'm not fully caught up on the third season, so anything that gets revealed there, I don't know. And also, I have a bone to pick with Jujutsu Kaisen.
Okay.
So
so you don't know a lot about it, and you're biased.
And you're biased.
Well, no, it's not a bias per se.
It sounds like you're
walk you through
biased.
it. So in the first 5 episodes of the second season, the show goes to great lengths to explain what Gojo's power actually is, as far as Limitless goes. And how he explains it is that the reversal of his curse technique is like when he basically creates a imaginary real or an irrational real number, an easy one that a lot of people use for many different things in algebra would be the square root of -1, and that causes reality to want to make things go towards it, right? Which is how he pulls things in with his blue. Now, that being said, he says that he doesn't try to use this ability on things too big or across vast distances because he gets concerned about vectors, which is a mathematical term that basically means the way to control the direction and speed of something. Immediately after that, he has a near-death experience, which powers up Jujutsu sorcerers, and he becomes fully in tune with his cursed energy, the greatest to ever do it, as it were. Which means that theoretically he should be able to move at infinite speed, but we haven't seen him do that, and I don't know if we will see him do that. And if we don't, then the writers failed horribly by using real-world mathematical application to betray their own story. So
Also,
that's my
Here's
caveat
the thing.
there.
I know for a fact that he can't move that fast, and I'll tell you why. He can move incredibly quickly. From what I understand, he killed like Fro Girl, stop with the suggestions. I think that a lot of the ones that you just made are really good, but I don't need 100. Can we stop? um, there was a scene in the anime. Um, I'm going to go ahead and apologize if this isn't where you are, because I don't watch the anime. I read the manga. And so, but this was a scene from the anime, so I'm like, maybe you've seen it. All right, I'm going to time out for girl for 10 minutes.
goddamn.
Because I'm not arguing with you.
No.
But here's the thing. There was a scene in the anime where there were a bunch of the, what are they called, demons? Curses?
Cursed creatures,
Right.
yeah, something like that.
Yeah. And they were like, haha, we're around a bunch of people. There's no
Oh.
way that you can kill us and without killing all the people if you use your domain expansion. And he was like, okay, bet. Domain expansion. And he killed.
I love that so much.
Yeah, and he killed all the demons in that room in 300 seconds.
Right. I do remember.
It wasn't
this.
300
This was part of
seconds.
the Shibuya
It
incident.
was very specifically it was 299 seconds. That's exactly what they said it was in their own narration.
Okay.
I just watched the scene. And so it took him 299 seconds. If he could truly move as fast as you just said, right? As fast as he wanted to move, it would be a nanosecond. It would be like the Flash.
Yes.
They would have blinked and
it would have
then
been over.
They would have just been gone. And then on top of that, he was winded.
Now, here's the thing, right? You're absolutely right. But there's a caveat to that, which I've already stated, and I will state again for personal reasons and a little bit of pride, which is that they mathematically explained
I'm
in
looking
the
at it right
show.
now. It was
What?
0.2 seconds. It was active. It's calling me. It was active. It was open for 0.2 seconds. In the subway.
Hold on for a second. Now you're about to make me look it
Also,
up.
I need to take a phone call. Be right back.
Okay. You know, I'm actually going to look it up. Hold on for a second, because I specifically saw that it was, they said 299 seconds. Give me 1 second.
I'm as invested in this as you are.
Because maybe I'm wrong. Maybe they,
Yeah, it was 0.2 seconds I was looking at because I was like, I swear it wasn't 200 seconds. Because he was doing the math. He's like, I can only have it open for X amount of time. And keep in mind, even though it was open for 0.2 seconds and he killed all the curses there, the effects that it had on everyone in the area lasted from 6 to 7 months. Some people were completely paralyzed. Some had memory loss. Some had PTSD. Like, the range of effect that he had for that brief moment is ridiculous. 0.2 seconds.
all right, 1 second.
It was ridiculous. I remember that scene. Because like they were interviewing people.
It does say 0.2 seconds, but give me 1 second. It says that on the description.
So I was like, 300 seconds is like what, 5 minutes?
And I'm wrong. It definitely wasn't 5 minutes. Um,
Yeah, that's 5 minutes. I was like, there's no way. I was like, he killed niggas faster than that in 5 minutes. Less than 5 minutes.
yeah. All right, one sec. Because I remember somebody. I remember this thing. I remember somebody saying something about 300 seconds. Hold on.
Mm.
Where's the subtitles at? It's in English. Oh,
Yeah.
brother. Whatever. I'll go ahead and say it was 0.2 seconds. Okay, fine. So we killed all those people in 0.2 seconds. I'm not gonna sit here and waste my time doing all that. What was the point? I'm starting to lose it here.
About speed and how fast he can
Basically, yeah.
react, probably.
My point is that that's a huge factor in how far he gets. And as far as the show goes, they're, word of God, they're the guys who choose how strong he is. But being kind of a nerd, uh, I see issue with that, at least in the exposition.
Well, Flair, don't forget death of the author. Don't forget about that factor. You know what
Fair
that is.
enough.
So, like, just because they say, like, XYZ, they're only as strong as XYZ, it's like, well, no, we could look at their feats and be like, oh, no, like, based on what they did in the manga or anime, just because you said they should be XYZ, they could actually be higher or lower based upon actual, like, what they've done and has been displayed.
Right.
Yeah, they are
So,
relatively inconsistent. But with that being said, let's get it a move
back
on.
on track.
Yeah.
All
Yeah.
right. So that being said, he definitely gets past full metal. Here's the thing, actually, that kind of I know we're starting to belabor the point, but I'm just going to try to make this quick as I can. I find it hard to scale powers that seem specialized towards a specific enemy.
Yeah, I understand what you mean.
So, like, if I had seen him use it at a regular person or at another being, then it'd be one thing. But it's only ever to curses. So it's like, how well does that translate to somebody that's not a curse?
I mean, curse techniques work on regular people.
Yeah.
That's true. So let's just assume that it transfers over for the sake of the argument. He makes it past full metal. He definitely makes it past Demon Slayer.
He's clearing attack.
Is he?
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of his physical ability.
What was the name of the Titan that could like crystallize the Warhammer?
Yeah. Well, technically, I think there were three of them that could crystallize. The girl could crystallize. She's trapped herself in crystal. Aaron learned how to crystallize, and then the hammer crystallized.
Right.
What
Well,
about
it's in particular, it's not even the crystallization that poses an issue. It's the fact that the Warhammer Titan is a proxy for the actual body that needs to be hurt, right? Because the Warhammer can just go forever as long as the cord remains.
but can it? But the question is, can they hit him?
Yeah, but his power's not infinite, or is it?
It's
It's
subconscious.
essentially infinite because he lapses his cursed technique subconsciously so that he can use reversed cursed energy to heal his brain and replenish his energy. So while it's not physically infinite, it's technically infinite.
Then I guess with enough time, he could technically, with enough
Also, with
time and
purple,
strategy, he can probably get past Attack on Titan.
with his purple technique, just like eviscerate them.
His what technique?
When he combines blue and red to make purple, when he just like eviscerates everything well, not everything, he creates a sphere of purple that obliterates anything in his direction.
Yeah, I mean, I've never seen it big enough to where it would affect the Titan a great deal. He could probably kill them, like if he aimed that at the nape of their neck, probably. Even if they were crystals, probably definitely getting past. So yeah, I think that with that ability, he could definitely like snipe and kill them. So it's like, okay, yeah, he makes a pass attack. Right now, let's get to Hunter, the hurdle.
Hmm.
Hmm.
Once again, it goes. I mean, I think because I was watching a guy named Seth the Programmer or Seth.
Mm-hmm.
He goes into great detail about Gojo's ability, and he said the one. Well, he was referencing like the one flaw that could like get past Gojo's infinity is his perception of things. Because once again, if he deems something a threat, it will not basically get to him, or has a very high chance of not getting to him. But I think
Oh, that's a good point.
if you could beat his perception, even if he deems you a threat, think of it like Gara Sand. If you can move faster than the sand can get to you, you can get past his barrier. You can get past his infinity. And so
Yeah,
that
the
you would have
lap
to blitz him so fast that his awareness of you, like he loses, which sounds
the
weird,
laps
but
that
you
he has active, uh it automates the process of detecting danger. So like there was a scene where they had him throw an eraser and
in a
a
pencil.
pencil at him,
Hmm.
right? And the eraser hit him because it wasn't deemed to be harmful in any way. But the pencil was uh it was repelled. So that's a great point. Someone could outsmart the ability if they had enough understanding of it.
But these
It's not
people
about
don't.
outsmarting it. I think it's just more about outspeeding it because he can deem someone a threat, but they still have to be able to move to get to him. And obviously, the entire point of his ability is to slow that movement. But the way you could bypass that is being so like fast that it doesn't matter. Like it basically gets to the point of infinite speed, which there are beings that have infinite speed
Right.
out
So
there.
here's the thing. I'm actually going to move him past Hunter x Hunter because nobody's that fast. Nobody has the ability to actually take him down. I don't think in reality. And I'm probably gonna move him past My Hero Academia because in reality,
Nothing can
um,
touch him,
nobody can touch him. Like
literally.
nobody. Like
Yeah.
even the people who have super speed in that show, it's a very shitty version of super speed.
Is it?
Yeah, it is. It's like really bad
Okay.
because like
Like,
they overheat and it's like stupid.
is anyone there like relativistic?
No.
No.
Damn. Yeah, I don't know. Never mind.
Yeah,
They're not.
so it's yeah, he's making it past that. Now after My Hero Academia is Black Clover.
No, I don't know a ton about Black Clover, except for the fact that people are very insistent that Asta doesn't use magic, even though he has a grimoire and turns into a demon.
It's like
Which,
it's similar to antimatter, right? It's not
Okay.
necessarily magic. It's the opposite. It's like its own force. You know what I mean?
I hear you.
And so I th- I think he doesn't get past Black Clover because of that reason. If you get rid of his abilities, he's a regular fucking person, and Asta would kill him. Because he Asta's also very fast. He can still use his abilities, and even if he was to get close to Gojo, he can nullify his abilities, and even later on, he can do it from a distance.
So this individual can once again like, from my understanding, he nullifies magic basically.
Yes.
Yeah, I think that's clapping. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, because
Although I mean,
I'm going to categorize people using curse
like,
abilities as magic,
yeah, I mean, I wouldn't argue that. I'm not. Yeah, I'm not gonna argue that. You're right, yeah.
and so if that's the case, he doesn't make it past Black Clover.
I mean, you're the scholar on the subject. You've seen
Yeah.
Black Clover, which I haven't, and you read the manga for Jujutsu Kaisen, which I haven't. So
I refer to
full
you.
faith.
Yeah, because that's the thing. Anybody in Black Clover that just doesn't have cursed energies is a person. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
you're basically an accountant at that point. The only person who I can maybe give some kind of like, oh, he might be able to do something is the panda because he's a bear. But like,
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
you're still a bear. But then again, I've seen us to cut bears in half, like no, or at least bear-like beings. He can still use his powers. That's the problem. So yeah,
It's funny.
he's not making it past Black Clover, unfortunately. Um, now I'm gonna go down some of these that the Fro girl suggested. She the first one she put on the list was Sung Jin Woo. Now, how many of you have seen
After
uh drawn a blank
The anime.
solo leveling,
Solo Leveling?
I have not.
Yeah, I'm caught up on the anime. I haven't read the manhwa or the light novel.
Yeah, we're just gonna say the manga. Um, yeah, I've read it, completed it like 3 or 4 times. It's easily one of my favorite manga, and
I mean, the story is so
obviously
hype.
I obviously know the end, right? I'm not gonna spoil anything because I know there's a lot of people here who aren't manga readers who are watching the anime and they think it's fantastic. And I was actually one of the people who signed the petition, and I sent it to everybody to get it turned into an anime. That's how great it was at the time when I was reading it.
Cool. I
Um,
mean, can I give you my first thoughts before you expert all over the place?
sure.
I think he like goes all the way. Just from what I've seen so far, I think he goes all the way, no question.
Um, I don't think so. I think he makes it close to the end. I think that there's a limit. I actually don't think he makes it past Dragon Ball Z.
Does he get past? Well, does he get past the Saiyan Saga?
Yes.
Okay. Does he get past Cell?
Yes.
Okay.
He makes it to
Majin Buu?
Super.
Ooh. Ooh.
Okay, so I was close at least then.
That's the thing. I'm not gonna
That's
without
pretty.
saying too much. He makes it to Super with
I mean, dude,
Which?
if,
Well, wait. What are we talking about? Like beginning Super or like Super, like with the manga involved? Like I assume manga's being involved. Like how far into Super?
just the anime.
Oh,
And
that's it.
yeah, I think he makes it to the Tournament of Power.
and if you saw what happened on that island, it's not a big surprise.
Yeah, don't get me wrong. Sung Jin Woo is top tier, and with again, I'm going to keep prefacing this. I'm not going to spoil anything, but when you see what he becomes and what he is, he makes it up there with like Dragon Ball Z and Sailor Moon type shit. So, but I don't think he quite makes it past. I think he stops probably at. Ooh. Sorry, I'm thinking about it. Give me a minute. Because it's hard when it's something you want to talk about something, but without spoiling it, right?
How about this? Because I'm not gonna watch it. Flair, mute yourself.
No, because it's also the viewers, man. It doesn't matter.
Fair. Okay.
So
Okay.
it's not. If it was just a conversation between us, that'd be one thing. But it's
That's fair. That's fair.
So I
Okay.
will say that he makes it to the realm of Dragon Ball Z. He does not make it to Sailor Moon.
Understood.
Interesting.
Yeah, he could hang with like Goku and them.
That's pretty bad. Now I have. Damn it! Now I'm watching it. Okay.
Yeah, it's fucking fantastic. And so,
Okay. Now I'm watching.
and I
How long
love
is it?
it's.
It doesn't really
I think
matter.
they only have 2 seasons out, right? Or is it
Yeah,
just the
only
one?
2 seasons right now, 13 each.
I'm fucking
Yeah,
watching
but
that shit.
it's. I love that they show his growth too. It's so great. Anywho, let's go down the list. You said Anos Voldigode. Now, have you guys ever seen Misfit of the Demon Academy or whatever?
Nope.
No, I don't have intention to, but I do know about the guy.
Okay. He's also freakishly powerful. He's basically like the Demon King or whatever. He's definitely making it past most of the list. I think he would stop at let me think, because he is very powerful, freakishly
What's their name?
knowledgeable about Anos Voldigode, Anos. He's freakishly powerful. He's very knowledgeable about magic. He has very great weapons. It's almost like there's nothing he can't really do. But he does not make it to the realm of the gods. So he's below Dragon Ball Z. I think he's
When you say
below.
Dragon Ball,
Huh?
when you say he's below Dragon Ball Z, do you mean like he's like Kid Buu, but he's not getting to Super, or is he like getting stuck at like Cell?
Um, I think personally, well, no, because he's a reoccurring character. Um, I think he's probably not getting past Boo, Kid Boo.
Okay.
Um, yeah, because at a certain point, I think he would just die. But the thing about it is, he's also fairly immortal. Like he can always bring stuff back, but he's not really bringing. He's not really killing those guys. So he makes it fairly far, actually. Um,
Impressive.
yeah, he's pretty strong. Rimura Tempest from Reincarnated as a Slime. Now I have two answers for this.
Oh,
Anime version of him. Let's do that one first because that one's the lengthier answer. Have any of you guys seen Reincarnated
nope.
as a Slime?
I watched
I've
the first season and then dropped it after that 4 episode stint of the sea creature flying through the air with nothing happening. I'm sorry for anyone who enjoyed the first season of Reincarnated as a Slime.
I really like it. I'm obviously again I'm an avid manga reader, where you can kind of like get past long like you know how anime is. They have a lot of like
fillers.
padding the runtime,
Yep.
and so it's like I understand that that can get annoying, but it's really really good. Especially I'm actually going to start reading the light novel, because I'm an avid manga reader. But I know that the light novels have a lot more information. That being the case, the anime version, um, to where we are now in the anime, like the newest season, uh, he makes it past Yu Yu Hakusho, which is right before Dragon Ball Z. He makes it past Yu Yu
Wow.
Hakusho, but he does not get to Dragon Ball Z. He's not quite there yet.
Didn't expect it to be that serious.
Yeah, I think that he would probably not really get past Cell.
Okay.
He's not stronger than Cell currently.
What about like Raditz and them or Frieza?
Yeah, he's strong. He's stronger than Frieza in the beginning, but obviously not, Golden Frieza.
No. Like when you say Dragon Ball Z, I'm not like, including
Okay,
those forms.
I'm talking when I talk about Dragon Ball Z, I'm saying all of Dragon Ball period. So Dragon Ball Z, Dragon Ball GT, Dragon Ball Super,
Oh, we're including
and
GT.
Dragon Ball Daima.
Haven't seen that.
Everything.
Okay. Okay.
So he makes it. He's stronger than Frieza. Is it, well, yeah, I think he can. No, no, I think in the anime, I think he's probably at Frieza.
Frieza's like beyond star level easily in his like final form.
I wouldn't even say that much. I don't know if he's beyond star level. I know he's definitely, obviously, well above planetary. Um, yeah, I think he's roughly about at, maybe a little bit below Frieza in the anime. I'm trying to give him like a realistic number. I think maybe he's as strong as Vegeta was in the Namek saga.
Okay. Okay. I mean, that's
Yeah, because he has and the thing about it is that he also has a similar ability to dude you were talking about from Infamous, where he could also just eat you and gain your abilities, and he doesn't have to like, and it wouldn't even be particularly hard for him to do, right? So I think that if he was to go through it like naturally, like if he was Goku and he was just eating people,
ooh.
he could get there.
Okay then.
Now, and I'll tell you why I know he can get there. Now, for my second answer, the light novel version of him clears. That's how powerful he is. He clears the whole thing. Even Sailor
Wild.
Moon. And it wouldn't even be difficult.
There's that big of a difference between the man. Holy shit.
Because
You
of,
telling me he'd go out to lunch afterwards?
yeah. He would, and then he would
God
go
damn.
home and get something to eat. Like it's like a UFC fight, and and like he knocks him out in the first round, and then they go home and party. Like
Damn.
the reason why obviously there's such a vast difference in power is because of length of time, right? Like
True. Okay.
so it's like in the anime he just like became a demon lord, and he's exploring that whole thing, getting stronger, more influence, crap like that. In the light novel, where it's obviously towards the end, this man is on God level. And like even almost above that to some way. Like when I'm talking about his power level, I'm talking about living tribunal type shit.
Mmm. That's.
Yeah.
Oh. Oh yeah. He's
That's how
clapping. That's.
strong this motherfucker gets.
And the thing is, like, that's I'm not assuming our audience is stupid, but Living Tribunal has literally eaten niggas that could do what Sea King is talking about. There was a kid that could copy people's powers to their utmost by seeing it. Living Tribunal took his ass and ate him. If he's clearing that nigga, just party, just give it to him.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So
Just give it to him. Like
when
that, I'm not even gonna argue it.
yeah, when Fro Girl suggested it, I almost was like, I just told you no overpowered people. But then I was like, oh wait a minute, she's probably never obviously read the book. So I was like, okay, so yeah, there's two answers to that. There's a version of him that exists that is unspeakably powerful, and then there's where he is currently in the anime.
God damn. That's
Psyche.
from what, Mob Psycho?
No, Psyche is from another one. It's in that same breath of like it's a comedy, and so this guy has psychic powers that's so incredibly powerful that he's up there as far as like planetary. Like he can dang near blow up the Earth. But again, it's like a gag anime.
Oh.
So
I
it's like,
mean, should we include gag? I mean, you could include gag animes, but
that's the thing. It's like
being the nature of gag animes, sorry, gag animes, I don't know. That should be included.
I'm not gonna put gag anime because they're gags, right? They're as powerful
Yeah,
as they need to be.
exactly. That's
Out
why I
of
don't think it's
curiosity,
fair.
is Psyche K worth watching?
It's hilarious. it,
Okay.
it, it is probably one of the funniest, like right next to like Gintama, that I've ever seen in my entire life.
I don't know why, but I've always just scrolled past it. I guess I'll have to give it a shot.
Yeah, it is freakishly hilarious. It is so damn funny. So I highly recommend it. It is the only bad thing is that the episodes are only like 5 minutes, but I think on Netflix they compiled them. I've seen them do that with certain anime where like when they're released, they're only released in 5 minute increments, but Netflix will take them and they'll be like, okay, we're just going to combine like 5 episodes so that's a full episode length.
Interesting.
So
Convenient.
that's the only bad part.
Yeah. Right.
So, and that's another telltale that you're a gag anime is that your episode's only 5 minutes. So, but we're not gonna do gag anime only because, like I said, they're as powerful as they really need to be. Now, Tatsuya Shiba, who is that? Hold on, let me look.
I
that
do
up.
not know.
Let's find out.
Tatsuya Shiba. Oh, that's dude from what's it called?
Don't even recognize them.
Some kind of Magic Academy crap. I've seen it. I have watched this
Oh.
anime before, but I'm trying to just remember the name of the anime. It's in Japanese. I'm not going to butcher Japanese on stream. But yes, I know the irregular
And Magic
in
High School.
Magic High School. Yeah, I've seen it before. He's strong. He's pretty strong. He's past Full Metal Alchemist. He's past Demon Slayer. He's past Attack on Titan.
Say Doomslayer?
No, I said Demon Slayer.
Oh, these are Doomslayer. I was like, what?
What the? Okay. I don't think he's actually past Hunter x Hunter. I think he's strong and he has a lot of good abilities and everything like that. Smart, the typical. I'm pretty strong anime character, do nothing wrong type deal. I think he would get I think he would get dog walked in Hunter x Hunter. I think that there's a lot of factors that would just get him absolutely killed. And he's also one of those like he's really great by himself, but he also still needs the power of friendship from time to time. And so
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. That's just. I can do it. Believe in me. No. Ah.
yeah,
That's it. All the rap.
You know what I mean? So it's like, yeah, no. Hunter x Hunter's a little too realistic for power of friendship, so he's probably just gonna get his butt kicked. In that one, definitely. Mob from Mob Psycho. He can dismantle people. I mean, so can people in Hunter x Hunter. So I've watched them. I've watched them do it physically and put them back together. In fact, so.
Okay then. Yeah, damn.
Mob from Mob Psycho. Now, Mob Psycho is really strong.
He gets through Hunter, right?
Mob. He is freakishly powerful. He could definitely make it through Hunter. He can definitely probably make it through My Hero. I think he would get killed in Black Clover.
Mm. Yeah, and even if he didn't, I don't think he's making it through One Piece.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Well, after Black Clover, it's Naruto.
Oh, right.
Could he get? I mean, I don't know Psycho. I mean, I don't know Mob Psycho, but how far Naruto do you think he get? because like
if we were to pass Black Clover, which I just said he couldn't, but if we were to get into Naruto, he could probably kill most people. I think he would probably if he probably
like is he like Kage level?
yes.
Okay.
But at the same
Hold on
time,
a
there are
second.
certain aspects of characters that I think he wouldn't be able to get past. I don't think he would be able to get past any Uchiha.
Mm. I mean,
Here's the thing. Like, when he's past 100, when he gets to the question marks, like Frogo just said, he's unbelievably strong. He's like a psychic demigod. Like, this dude gets freakishly powerful. But the thing about it is he has to get there. Right?
does he have the endurance to get there though? With that high
No.
level?
No,
Yeah,
he
that's the
has
thing.
he has some level of endurance, but not that level of endurance. Like, I think that he would immediately probably get cut in half and die. Because he has way too much. He needs way too much buildup.
So if he fought Gara, he could probably get there. But if he fought someone that's just trying to outright kill his ass,
Right? Like, that's the thing. It's like, if we're talking about. I gave everybody else the benefit of being 100% prepared. So I'm going to I'm going to go based off of 100% of him. Just to be fair. And
yeah.
100% of him walks down Gara with relative ease. He walks down most Kage, dang near all Kages. They're not doing crap to this dude. I think he'd probably get killed by Madara.
Well, I mean, a lot of people got killed by Madara. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's where he would end because
What about Sasuke?
Yeah.
Well, Sasuke is stronger than Madara, so.
I mean,
Okay, let me say relative. I'll say they're relative. Would that be a fair statement? Up to a certain point.
which version of Sasuke are we talking about here?
I mean, if we're talking about like all of Naruto, then I mean like
Are we
Sasuke
talking
got
about
peak.
Boruto too?
I haven't seen Boruto.
Good.
I tried and I was like, I don't know, man.
I watched way too much of it because somebody, I'm not gonna name any names, told me to freaking watch it and keep watching it and watch it until it got good. And I watched 150 episodes and it never got good. And he's like, nah, man, once you get to 200, and I'm like, suck a dick. In what world do I've never given an anime that much of a chance in my life. You usually
if you need a
have
200 sorry, if you need a 200 episode build up, I'm not giving you the light of day.
That's what I'm saying. Like, my philosophy depends on the length of the episodes. My philosophy is this. If your episodes are 15 minutes, I'll give you 5 episodes to get good. If it's between 20 and 30, you have 3. If it's an hour, you have 1. That's my subjective metric of how I judge TV shows of any kind. It's based off of length. I gave Boruto 150 episodes, and it stayed garbage.
You know, I gotta say, the 3-episode rule used to be like hollowed ground back in the day. But these days, if you want to watch anime, you can't use the 3-episode rule because it's either so good that you're invested and you don't even recognize that you're watching episodes anymore, or it's never passing that test. Never. 3 episodes, 5 episodes.
Look,
It's
man,
just
that's how I siphon through the trash. There's so much anime that's coming out nowadays. And there's a new one that just came out that passed that test beautifully. It was Gachi Akuda or whatever the hell. It's about the trash.
Oh yeah.
That shit hooked me in the first episode. I was like, okay, where are we going with this? You know what I mean? And then you have shit like, and I'll tell you, sometimes it'll get you in the first act and then turn garbage like Demon Slayer. Demon Slayer's first 3 episodes was golden. Animation,
You know what?
Animation, fire.
You ever seen Samurai Flamenco?
Yes, a long time ago.
Dude, that show was so good. It was about a guy, regular guy, who used office supplies to be a ninja on the streets, and it was dope. And then, right when you get past the 12th episode, it becomes a parody of Power Rangers, and it's just the worst, most like brain rotting out of the side of your head crap you've ever
What?
seen in your life.
That sounds ridiculous.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Such a shame.
There's a lot of anime, like I said, that it'll get you in the first act, but I'm telling you right now, like I said, I have a very stringent, because I've seen so much things. I've been watching anime for
A while.
since the beginning of time, and so it's like I've seen so much stuff, and I had to come up with a way to kind of filter through the bullshit, and so it's like that's what I think. And when I have so many people coming up to me, hey man, you should watch this, you should watch that. I want to get your opinion on it. And it's like, okay, sure, man. I'll give it the 3-episode test. Now, I've seen some anime. Now, that works. It's almost... There's only one genre that gets its own special thing, and it's sad anime. I could not make it through Plastic Memories. Plastic Memories is probably the saddest anime in the universe. When I tell, like, I don't, I try not to cry a lot, but Plastic Memories, man, I couldn't make it past like the second episode. I was crying each episode hard. Like,
God, dog.
Is that the one with the robot chick?
yeah, it's about robots
Yeah.
and like people needing robots for companionship, and it's hard to watch. If you have depression, don't watch it because it's brutal. like,
Oh
like,
my.
man, that shit was hard to watch. And it's not because it's bad. It's beautiful. It's great. But it's probably the saddest thing I've ever seen. Another example of someone that what's the one with the music? With the girl with the violin?
Angel Beats.
No, not Angel Beats.
You're lying, April.
Your Lie in April is another one.
Oh my God. No. I can't go back there.
It's
We can't do this.
now I tried to like offset some things with like comedy. Like sometimes people will have, oh, this is really sad, and then I'll watch it and it's like it can be if you ignore all the stupidity. Like now this is not an anime obviously, but you ever seen Boy in the Striped Pajamas?
Yeah.
Boy in the Striped Pajamas was supposed to be sad. I had a hard time finding it to be sad because of just the sheer stupidity of it. I'm like, you have this kid during this hard time of Nazi Germany, and it's like, oh, I'm gonna go and I'm gonna hang out with these kids, and I'm so dumb as a child. Like, I wasn't a smart. I'm not gonna say I was like obviously as intelligent as I'm ever gonna be as a kid. You know what I mean? But I was a little bit smarter where I realized, hey, wait a minute, these people are in a concentration camp. I'm not gonna like sneak out of my mansion to go and hang out with these people and then end up dying. It's like I wanted it to be sad, I guess, because obviously that was the point. But I felt bad for nobody except for the people in the concentration camp, right? Like, I don't care about this rich kid who snuck in and died. I don't care about the parents who were like, oh no. And it's like, well, you're Nazis, so.
I don't feel bad.
You know what I mean? It's like, why would I feel bad about you for you? Like, nothing about it. Like,
Go back to Mob Psycho, whatever his name was.
yeah, so I know we got off on a little tangent there.
This is over. It's fine. It doesn't matter.
Mob Psycho.
Like
I already
if
said,
we're
I already said he's not getting past Black Clover.
Okay, so we leave it at that then.
What else did you say? Okay, those are your 6.
I mean, I feel like we have to do Jonathan Joestar.
Who?
From JoJo's Bizarre Adventure.
Oh, what's his name again?
Jonathan
Jonathan
Joestar.
Joestar.
Um, is that the first one,
Uh,
second one, or third one?
Star Platinum.
I haven't seen that one.
That's not answering my question. Which version
One
of him is it?
uh Stardust Crusaders. Let me look up the part in particular. I don't go that hard in the JoJo's.
That's the thing. I stopped after like the second one,
Okay.
but I know of the third generation of Joestars, and so it's like because obviously it's all over the place. It's like
I mean,
easily the more popular one.
I've seen JoJo, but it's been a hot minute. Their powers basically come from their stands predominantly, don't they? And that's basically it.
Well, in the third version, yeah. Before that, they didn't have stands.
Okay. Because I saw the ones I saw the JoJo that had it was nothing but stands.
Yeah,
So
that's the
I mean,
that's the third generation.
okay. So I saw a third. Okay. So my information is very limited.
Well, if we aren't on the up and up, then we can skip over it.
I can give him a quick ranking, I guess. Like how far I think he would get. Are you talking about third generation with stands?
Yeah, I'm talking about the Jonathan Joestar with the stand Star Platinum, one that can kind of mess with time and is really durable and strong.
Mm. I think he also stops at Hunter x Hunter.
Yeah, I'd agree with that.
I actually have a hard time justifying Attack on Titan, really.
I don't know. I think the time stop would help.
It would.
But how long
But,
can he keep it up though? Is a question. Is it persistent and how does it work? Can he just walk around time frozen, or is it he can use it in increments?
No, that would be Dio. Dio Brando would be the one that can really stop time. His is incremental.
That's what I'm saying. So it's like, and plus, he doesn't have the capability, I think, to actually take down the Titans. Like, it's just hands.
Well, if you think about, does the stand user, is their durability similar to that of their stand, or is there just humans projecting this spiritual, or
it depends. They're intrinsically tied to their stand, so whatever their stand does, they usually do it for the sake of protecting their person, right?
So what I'm saying is the person projecting the stand as durable as their stand? Yes or no?
Again, it depends. As far as Star Platinum goes, yeah. But there are other stands that do different things. Like there's a pair of brothers who have a coloring book that tells the future. That doesn't make them able to tell the future. It makes the coloring book able to tell the future. Yeah.
Have you ever seen Sammy Sosa hit a baseball?
Yeah.
Now, if King Kong had a hammer,
yeah,
stop it.
From Super Mario Brothers.
Oh God!
And did a Sammy Sosa step in swing on him? Is he dying?
Oh yeah, for sure.
So he's not even really making a pass Attack on Titan.
Okay, then there we go. Yeah, thank you. Because my point was, if their physical body can't take a hit, then they're just that's a wrap.
I think
that was like
the stand.
You ever played one of the sniper games? And
Which,
you know how you shoot the bullet and you can see the whole bullet trail and exactly where it goes. That's how I felt when Sea King said King Kong.
I just see a beautiful arc, and then like a golf. Imagine somebody golfing, like Tiger Woods just knocks him into the atmosphere. That's how that would end.
Well, guys, let's wrap it up.
Truly a Stardust Crusader.
Yeah. So, do you have anybody else on your list? I know you named some people. Let's go through them quickly. Dante and Virgil.
Dante or Virgil.
We'll do them both at the same time. I think their power levels are very similar.
They're not getting to I mean, they're washing Attack on Titan.
Yeah.
casually.
They make
That's
it
not
past the
even like.
first three with relative ease. Hunter x Hunter. I actually.
Also, are we counting? We're counting Dante and Virgil at their peak, correct?
Yes.
Dante can stop time.
That's the thing. They're also
You know,
freakishly fast. I've seen them like dodge bullets with relative ease. Like they're
um,
freakishly quick. I think they can actually
Dante,
probably make it past Hunter x Hunter.
Dante and Virgil from Devil May Cry 3, which is technically the game, like it's continuity wise,
Right.
they were swinging at each other so fiercely. It was raining, and it prevented the water from touching them in the area.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think they make it
It's
past
for
Hunter x Hunter. They can make it past My Hero. I actually think they could make it past Black Clover.
I don't see why they couldn't, because even if you kept their magical ability as far as like them going from Demon Trigger,
Mm-hmm.
they're doing most of this not in Demon Trigger. They're just doing this base form. Like 99% of their feats are just them being them,
Yeah. I
and then you have to
actually,
amplify that.
I actually think they would make it right up to Bleach.
Yeah, I think they would. I mean,
No,
their healing factor is stupid dumb though.
it doesn't
That's
matter.
another thing to keep it. Huh?
It doesn't matter what your healing factor is.
Yeah, it kind of does, especially with Dante and Virgil. Their healing factor is stupid good. Like it rivals. I would say it's almost to Hulk level
Let me ask you a
of healing
question.
factor.
Um, if you were to cut them in half the long way, will they
They would
survive?
heal because that happened to Dante in the third game.
Right. Now, what if he was cut in half the long way and then burnt into cinders?
He would regenerate because
Okay,
once again,
Vindrin, I have a
no,
follow-up
this
question. What if
my friend.
Dante and Virgil had their futures, all possible futures that could happen to them, read to the smallest degree, and then altered to be out of their favor?
Oh, you're talking about what's his face? Um,
The Quincy King.
yeah, there we go. That fucker. He's like, they're not getting past. I mean, I don't even know how you get past that person. Like, I don't
Exactly.
like. They're up there. Because like in their once again in their base forms, they're pretty up there. As far as all possible things, like that's just hacks
Yeah, but here's
at
the
that
thing,
point.
though. Yeah, but so is your stupid regeneration of, oh, yeah, I can be turned into basically atoms and then come back.
No, they don't come. They come back. It's your healing factor is so fast
It
that
doesn't.
it heals wounds almost damn instantaneously.
Yeah, so I just told you, I just asked you if he was burnt into cinders, will they come back? And when I say cinders, I mean pile of dust. And you said yes. You don't
I
think
think
it's
if
in the
they were
realm
burnt,
of bullshit?
I thought you meant. Listen, I thought you meant if they were like burning to death. I was like, oh, they'd be fine with that.
No,
They'd
I'm
be
talking
meat. They'd be
about like,
agitated.
I'm talking about dust.
Mm.
Like they can blow off in the wind.
I think a lot of people
That's
die
my
of that.
question. Would he die or
Well,
not?
Bob, I think most creatures would. Yeah.
Yeah. So they're not making it past Bleach. Like they would get far. I'll
They
give them
get
that.
fairly far.
But they're not really going to win
I think
ultimately.
they would. They would get past Espadas. I know that.
Yeah, that's fine.
They would get past Espadas. The most recent Bleach anime, maybe.
I don't think that they would make it personally past the head of the Gote 13, the captain, the guy, the old man.
Hmm.
I think they would just die.
I don't know.
I don't think you could fathom that heat. Like it was like next level, like fire. Like
No, I know. I'm very aware of his power. I mean, it was so hot that he could evaporate all water in the Soul Society, and he like people around him were including himself, were getting burnt to a crisp. And he was restraining himself. I'm very aware of what Old Man Yamamoto can do, but keep in mind once again, majority of feats that have been exuded by Dante and Virgil have never been or Devil Trigger, which amps him up. And on top of that, they can make clones of themselves,
What difference does that make?
especially Virgil.
Everything that Dante and Virgil can do beyond Devil Trigger can be done by people in the Soul Society, right? They move just as fast. They're just as skilled in swordsmanship. They also have magic and power and ability. They have their Bankais, which I think could be equivalent to a freaking Devil Trigger as far as just an upgrade in power and ability. You have a man that can cut through anything. Like, like I don't think they're
Yeah.
making it.
They get pretty far.
Yeah, I'm not disputing that they would make it very far. I'm disputing they would win, which is my point.
Win? Nah.
All right, so Bleach is there.
Even with even with all Dante's gear, I don't know. He does have Pandora's box. It's just fucking stupid.
Let's see here.
And then you have, the Yamato.
Right.
But
Let's see here. I'm not doing Aizen for obvious reasons.
Yeah.
Because again, you can't be a
Big
part
three.
of the gauntlet.
Yeah.
Was there anybody else?
Hmm. Where's my list? Doctor Doom.
Doctor Doom is
Marvel.
yeah. Thanks, man. I never would have guessed. There's so many Dooms. I almost got confused.
There's Doomsday.
Yeah, but is he a doctor?
Maybe.
No.
I don't know that.
Is it if you talk about the Doom from like Doom Slayer? Is he a doctor? No, and no.
Technically.
I'm not going to argue with you about it. Stop talking.
Okay.
Because I could sense the bullshit coming. Like you can say he's a surgeon or something stupid like no. Doctor Doom. He's making it past Full Metal and Demon Slayer.
And the thing is, if we're taking Doom at his peak, well, I'm not including Doom when he has the powers of Owen Reese. I'm not including that because then he's just literally warping reality.
Yeah.
You're talking about like General Doom. He's still like.
Here's the thing. I'm not going. I know I said I was giving everybody like a certain benefit, but that was because there wasn't infinite versions of them. I'm going off base Doom here. I'm not going off of him being his most powerful god Doom or anything.
Yeah,
like
me
that.
too.
So it's like base Doom.
Pretty powerful.
He's pretty powerful.
Incredibly smart, adaptive.
Smart, adaptive.
He's basically
genius.
like Iron. He's basically like Iron Man, and Doctor Strange put together.
Yeah, I think that
with some Hank Pym.
I think he would. Personally, I don't see him getting past Black Clover.
I mean,
because it's
I
magic.
don't know Black Clover, so
That's the thing. It's
he
like,
doesn't always need magic though, too. That's the thing.
yeah, well, I mean, if you're talking about his physical prowess, he's not beating anybody in Black Clover. It really doesn't matter what he makes. Plus, his technology at the time, it will be limited. Like, there's only so much you can carry, right? Unless you're telling me he has some kind of like world-destroying device that he keeps on him personally in his pockets. Like,
I mean, they do have the nullifier, which they pass around between like him, Reed Richards, and like other people.
What is that?
Oh, the ultimate nullifier. It does exactly as it says. It nullifies any and everything. It's just basically you point it at someone, and they just go bye-bye. That's why they built it for Galactus.
Is that something that every Doom carries on him regularly?
I don't know.
Then I'm not gonna count.
Because when I think of Doom, I'm thinking of like once again, just not Owen Reese power. Like all like most of them. Because there's also the same Doom I'm thinking about is from oh, what's it called? The Incursion too. Basically,
Right.
it collapse with the multiverse, stuff like that.
I
Pulling out all the
understand that.
stops.
Here's yeah. I don't see him making it past Black Clover. Even if I gave him the benefit of the doubt, I don't think he's gonna get past Naruto. Do you think that Doom, regular Doom, is as strong as Nappa?
With his magic and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he could beat Nabu.
If you say he can beat Nappa, then he's not making it past Bleach, then, or he stops at Bleach. Perfect. Practically, I think he doesn't make it past Black Clover again, because you have a person whose sole abilities is nullifying magic, and if you're going on a physical to physical basis, I don't think he's really beating Asta at all. But let's just say for some reason he maybe I don't know he had a really good gun and he shot Asta in the face, and he made it past Naruto somehow. I don't think he's making it past Bleach.
Mm. Mm.
Is there anybody else? It's okay if there's not because I'm about to wind down in a minute, anyways.
Yeah, I'm relatively satisfied.
Yeah. Good for
Although
fun.
I will say later tonight, I'm gonna pop up and uh, like think of something that I was like, oh, I should have brought that up.
Yeah, well, isn't that always the way?
Indeed.
Yeah.
Alrighty, if that's the case, excuse me. If that's the case,
Bit
then
tired?
um, I don't know. I feel like I could be like a little bit, but then as soon as I start doing something else, I'm really not gonna be.
Fair.
If that makes sense. So
Yeah.
that being said, it's about that time. I'd like to thank everybody for watching. I'd like to thank my guests and co-host. Flair
Thank you for having me.
is my co-host,
Thank you for having me.
and my lovely guest Vindran.
Hello. Thank you for having me. It's
And
been
I would
enjoyable.
like to thank you, the viewers, for watching and participating. Um, the episode of the character breakdown for Beast Boy should be posted soon. It's loading. Like I said, it takes a really long time for lengthier episodes. That one's not as long, so maybe it'll load a little bit faster, but it should be out by tomorrow. Um, uh, I'm not gonna load the last episode we did with the whole just asking for ideas because that was kind of a fuck around stream. But this episode will definitely be loaded as like a prequel to the second season. I don't know when I'm gonna start the second season. I'm trying to get some things kind of cleared up and started. Like I said before about like trying to implement face cameras and some ideas that I'm trying out and things I'm trying to get. So I will let you guys know when the second season will officially begin. I may or may not stream on my normal days. I'm gonna try to because I think it's like for consistency's sake, but it's not gonna be like the second season yet. You know what I mean? So it'll just be random miscellaneous things, kind of like today. I might play a game or something. I don't know, but I will definitely let you guys know when the second season is gonna start. Um, Tuesdays are technically my least viewy days, so Tuesdays might just be me playing a game, um, either League or Stardew or some crap. I don't know. So it's not really a big deal, but yeah, I'll let you guys know when I'm ready for the second season. I want to kind of improve the quality. I want to start inviting guests, like other guests that you guys may have not seen, people who might be interested in kind of arguing about what we're arguing about. But yeah, so thanks for watching, and I guess I will talk to you guys later. Bye bye.